fantastic question, and thank you for asking. So the premise to this is if you choose to not eat meat or consume dairy, then does it really make a difference? Because these products are just going to be made anyway. Now, the first thing to keep in mind is that these animals are really only bred into existence because there is demand for their products. If there was not as much demand, they would not be bred into existence in the first place. And for proof of this, we can actually look to the dairy industry. So dairy production has slowed for a number of reasons, but consumer preferences toward plant-based alternatives is a huge one. And I think the reason why I love your comment so much is because you're asking the right questions. Because the goal isn't necessarily for everyone to be vegan. You don't have to be a vegan to just either choose a plant-based alternative or to eat less meat or less dairy or whatever it is. Like, my stepfather is a phenomenal example of this. That dude eats more hot dogs than like any human should. But when he goes to buy milk, he always gets the plant-based alternative. And so he is directly contributing towards that lower consumer demand, which is decreasing dairy output in the United States. Huge. And I'll leave you with this because it's huge, which is the space that's in between knowing that something should change and then actually taking action, being proactive about something, whatever that is. That is the space where suffering thrives, because that is where you feel helpless. Because if none of your actions matter, it gives you an excuse to not make any changes and just to sit still, and it might be comfortable, but that is where you suffer. But the second that you start to make these positive changes and contribute towards the good things in the world, that's where stuff matters again. That's a good place to be. I implore you to give a shit.